The following report contains some disturbing images.
The waters of the island of Lampedusa are one of the main migrant routes into Europe. Boats and planes were scouring the seas after a major tragedy. Survivors have described a 66-foot boat sinking with 500 people on board. Some have been rescued, but over 100 people have drowned. During the day, survivors were brought to Lampedusa, some of them wrapped in foil. Those who were rescued brought stories of a boat capsizing with many people drowning. Their bodies were laid out on the quayside. The survivors tell a tragic story of the boat's engine failing, of some of the migrants lighting a fire to attract attention and by mistake setting fire to the boat. As they moved away from the flames, the boat tipped over.
The first witnesses say the boat caught fire, and because of this everyone pushed forward and caused the boat to overturn, and hundreds of people ended up in the sea.
There were 3 children on board and 2 pregnant women. They had all boarded the boat in Libya, but they began their journey in different countries like Somalia, Eritrea and Ghana.
This was dramatic and tragic in every way. There were so many children among the victims, horrible. They had new shoes, signs of hope. It really is devastating.
Tonight, ships and helicopters are looking for over 200 people still unaccounted for. What those on the rescue boat say is that the boat sank only a kilometre offshore, but there were no phones on board in order to call for help. These ill-equipped boats are often run by smugglers, and in these waters in recent times, that has led to a history of tragedy and a loss of life. Just 4 days ago, another 13 migrants drowned off the eastern coast of Sicily. Some made it ashore in poor condition. Just 2 years ago, I witnessed crowded boats limping into the harbour here. They had fled the upheaval in Libya. In recent weeks, people have been arriving from Syria. In the first 6 months of this year, nearly 9,000 migrants have arrived in Italy and Malta, double the number from last year. In 2012, it is thought 500 migrants lost their lives trying to reach Europe.
You have to think of the tragedy that lies behind this, which is that these people, many of them are likely to have been fleeing war, fleeing persecution, fleeing human rights abuses in their own countries. So this is a tremendous tragedy of multiple layers.
Many of those who came to Europe put their lives in the hands of smugglers. Today, there were many calls to clamp down on the smugglers who trade on people's desperate wish to escape war and persecution.